Hello, my name is Bree and I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Breezy Banter, a place where I talk about the things I want to talk about. In today's video, I'm doing a continuation of the series that I have here on my channel where I discuss my experience with a particular indie perfume house. Today's video is going to be the perfume house Solstice scents. In these videos, what I generally do is I'll tell you the name of the perfumes that I've tried, what I rated out of 10, whether or not I will or would like to full size it, the notes of that perfume, as well as my own personal description / experience wearing it. I also mentioned whether or not it was a free sample from the store, as some stores do include free samples in their packages. And before we get started, I'll just very briefly mention what I tend to enjoy in a perfume. So my favorite notes include things such as vanilla, cake, cupcake, frosting, sugar, and often water or oceanic notes. Basically anything that makes me smell like a dessert or very feminine is something that I tend to very much enjoy. Notes that I find are okay or tend to be hit or miss include most fruit notes, particularly things like peach or apple, and I think musk can also be on that list. In terms of scents that I dislike, I very much do not like rose, pumpkin, incense, or wood, or anything that tends to lean more masculine. Also in this video, I will be describing my experience with customer service, including things like shipping times and whether or not I had any issues and whether they were able to resolve it. I can say up front that I never had to reach out to customer service, so I had no issues there. With all of that in mind, let's get started talking about the perfumes. So the first one that I tried is Blackburn's Parlor. I rated this 8 out of 10, and I have since full-sized it. The notes are vanilla waffle bowl, vanilla and chocolate ice cream, banana, caramel, whipped cream. I said that the scent smells like sugar and cream with a tiny twist to it. It almost smells like there is an incense note in it, but clearly there isn't. It is fun and flirty. Next is Blueberry Violet Truffle. I rated this 8 out of 10, and I have since full-sized it. It is described as Cocoa Absolute, Blueberry Violet Tonka Vanilla. I said the scent is delicious. It smells like a blueberry sugar cookie. There are clearly some floral notes, but it's difficult to discern them distinctly. It is mild and yet sexy. Next is Chantilly Cream. I rated this 7 out of 10, and I will not be full-sizing it. The notes are fluffy whipped cream, peach nectar, vanilla, and yellow mandarin. I said I mostly get slightly floral and fruity notes of musk and vanilla. It smells quite good, but Solstice Scents has so many other incredible scents. Next is Cherry Vanilla Amberosia, which I rated 9 out of 10, and I've since full-sized it. The notes are amber, cherry, vanilla, whipped cream, orange. I said I can't get over how incredible this scent is. The cherry isn't artificial at all. I mostly get a fresh and yet somewhat musky vanilla fruit mix. Next is Chiffon, which is a very popular scent for them. I rated this 10 out of 10, and I've since full-sized it. The notes are vanilla, white musk, white amber, and lemon myrtle essential oil. I said this scent is insanely delicious. It's like vanilla, sugar, and lemon all mixed together. The musk and amber add a slight sexiness to what is overall a very sweet scent. Next is Estate Vanilla. I rated this 9 out of 10, but will not be full-sizing it. The notes are raw vanilla pods, vanilla infused sugar, cream and vanilla extract, our rich house vanilla. I said that this is a perfectly lovely scent, but it is ultimately just a vanilla scent. It is simple and excels at what it is, but I don't feel the need to add a large bottle to my collection. Next is Foxcroft Fairgrounds, which I rated 8 out of 10, and I've since full-sized it. The notes are cotton candy, cream soda, vanilla taffy, funnel cakes, powdered sugar, crisp fall air, wood smoke, incense. I said that this scent is definitely a melange of sweet and sexy. The incense, smoke, and fall air are very apparent, but they are made to have a sweetness to it given all the other notes. It's weirdly intoxicating. Next is Halloween Night, which I rated 8 out of 10 and might full size. The notes are sweet candy corn, chocolate candy wrappers, melty gooey marshmallows, sticky caramels, and black jelly beans. I said that this scent is very sweet and gourmand. I think it became better over time by becoming richer and slightly less sweet. This is definitely chocolate and candy in a jar. Next is Iced Persimmon, which I rated 7 out of 10 and will not be full-sizing. The notes The notes are vanilla frozen custard, persimmon pulp, tonka bean extract, vanilla waffle cone, sugar cone, clove, nutmeg, cinnamon. I said that this is a really nice scent, but it is certainly temperamental. At first, the clove, nutmeg, and cinnamon are strong. After maybe 15-ish minutes, it mellows into a more spicy yet sweet scent. After several hours, it's far more sweet than spicy. The spice didn't irritate my skin. If the spice notes were softer throughout its life, I would probably full-size this. Next is the scent Iced Wisteria, which I rated 8 out of 10, and I have since full-sized it. The notes are wisteria ice cream, waffle cone, Tahitian vanilla, sugar cone, lilac infused sugar. I said that this scent is more floral than I would have expected given the notes, but it's a nice vanilla floral overall. Next is lavender raspberry truffle, which I rated 7 out of 10, and I will not be full-sizing. The notes are white chocolate, French lavender, Bulgarian lavender, tonka, cocoa absolute, and raspberry. I said the scent is quite raspberry forward. The white chocolate is also quite apparent. The lavender is soft and hard to pinpoint, but it really does smell like a lovely dessert. Also, I just realized I forgot to mention that Halloween night was a free sample. So next is Lavender Vanilla. I rated this 7 out of 10, and I will not be full-sizing it. The notes are lavender essential oil and sweet creamy vanilla. I said this gives me essential oil vibes, as the notes would suggest. The lavender is more herbaceous than sweet, but still quite nice. Ultimately, it's nice, but not super special. Next is Manor, which I rated 5 out of 10, and I will not be full-sizing it. I received this one as a free sample. The notes are woody vanilla musk, vanilla, agarwood, oud, sandalwood. I said that this scent is very earthy, woody vanilla. It literally smells like an old abandoned house that is being sweetened with vanilla. Next is the scent Nightgown, which I rated 7 out of 10 and will not be full-sizing. The notes are vanilla, white chocolate, tuberose, and tiare flowers. I said I mostly get floral / rosy vanilla. Now reading that it has white chocolate, that makes sense given its creaminess. Next is Creek Aleworks, which I also received as a free sample. I rated this 8 out of 10 and I've since full-sized it. The notes are toffee pudding, vanilla, caramel, toasted coconut and hazelnut, sugared pumpkin cream stout. I said that this scent smells like a fancy vanilla sugar cookie. The pumpkin and nuts at the slightest edge and rounded out in a really nice way. Next is the scent Rose Custard Kulfi, which I rated 7 out of 10, and I will not be full-sizing it. The notes are rosewater, saffron, cardamom, coconut vanilla custard, caramelized sugar, dates, pistachios, lime zest. I said if I liked rose, this would be incredible, but I was told I smelled really good and sweet and creamy, which is a direct quote. I was told I literally smelled really good and sweet and creamy. Next is the scent Rose Mallow Cream, which I rated 7 out of 10, and I will not be full-sizing it. The notes are Moroccan Rose Absolute, Bulgarian Rose Absolute, Marshmallow Fluff, Strawberry Nectar, White Chocolate, Vanilla, White Musk. And I said, if you like rose, this is a winner. If you like cream, this is a winner. The creaminess definitely makes this a rich floral scent. If I liked rose slightly more, I'd probably full-size this. Next is Sea of Grey, which I received as a free sample. I rated this 9 out of 10, and I have since full-sized it. The notes are vanilla rain, saltwater, seaweed, ambergris, white amber, roasted seashells, white sandalwood, and frangipani. I said this scent is super interesting. It's like a musky oceanic vanilla. The vanilla isn't super sweet per se, but it's definitely up my alley. Unique. Next is Victorian Picnic, which I didn't actually rate. I ended up destashing this one. The notes are pound cake, loquat, lemon glaze, orange blossoms, wisteria, ladyfingers, jasmine, azalea leaf, and Riesling. If I recall, I think I had sampled this one before I destashed it, and I think I got a lot of floral from it, if I'm not mistaken, which is interesting because there aren't that many floral notes. And lastly is the scent Violet Mallow, which I've rated 8 out of 10, and I've since full-sized it. The notes are marshmallow cream, violet flowers, vanilla bean, white musk. I said that this is a very floral and sweet scent. All of the notes are definitely discernible, like marshmallow cream, vanilla, musk, violets. Over time, it became a very cozy / cuddly scent. So I think, as you can tell, I've full-sized quite a few of the scents that I've tried from Solstice Scents. I had quite a lot of luck with them, and I don't think... It's kind of funny because when I think of Solstice Scents, the idea in my head of who this house would work for is someone who kind of fits into like a more fall vibe, like a witchy, autumnal, like bonfire vibe. But I like reading through it now, like looking at the notes, they have a lot of gourmands those are just up my alley. And so I guess I have to change my perspective of Solstice scents as being that more like autumnal sort of house, because they clearly have a lot of really good gourmands that I quite enjoy. So with all of that said, next I want to talk about the turnaround time. So I've ordered from Solstice Scents 3 times. The first was on February 8th. They shipped the next day on February 9th. Then I ordered on January 29th and they shipped 10 days later or 11 days later on February 9th. Next I ordered on May 24th and they shipped 11 days later on June 4th. All of the feedback that I've heard about Solstice scents is that they ship very, very fast. And I think you can see that in the first order that I made where they shipped like the next day. On their website, they say to allow for 14 days for shipping to occur. And I clearly never had a problem with that. They are very open about seasonal releases. Their turnaround time can go higher. Like it might be closer to the 14 days. I think I have seen a few emails from them saying like during this particular time frame, the turnaround time will be 21 days or something like that. But if you don't order during seasonal releases, their turnaround time tends to be like 2 to 3 to 4 days, I find. And also based on what I hear. So that's really nice. It's always nice to have shops that have quick turnaround times and respect them. As a consumer, I very much appreciate that. I'll also mention that Solstice Scents allows you to request 1 free sample of a perfume of your choice in your order. You're allowed to pick 2 for your first order. So that is a way in which I've been able to sample some of these scents. They also have sample packs that you can purchase, which I think I don't think I full-sized anything straight off the bat, if I'm not mistaken, just looking through it. Yeah, I didn't full-size anything straight off the bat. I had tried, I think I probably bought maybe 2 or 3 sample sets and then full-size based on my experience with those. So they have that option available to you, which again, as a consumer, I always appreciate because I would prefer to have samples available, because some of the scents that I ended up loving aren't necessarily what I would have expected. And then there are some others that I rated like 7 out of 10 that I fully expected that I would have absolutely adored, and I just ended up not. So like I said, as a consumer, I always appreciate the ability to sample before full sizing. I think that's all that I really had to talk about when it comes to Solstice scents. I think that this is a well-established, very reputable perfume house that makes absolutely incredible scents. I should have also mentioned that they not only do they have samples, but they also have larger full sizes that I find tend to be on the rarer side in the indie sphere. So when I say I full-sized these perfumes, what I mean is that I purchased a 5 ml bottle, but I could be mistaken. They definitely have a 60 ml bottle, and I think they might have 1 or 2 other sizes in between the 5 and 60 ml. And so that's also just something to be aware of. So if you end up absolutely finding like your dream perfume from Solstice Scents, you'll be able to purchase a much larger bottle than what some other stores tend to offer. With that in mind, that's all that I really wanted to talk about when it comes to Solstice Scents. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried this perfume house? And if you have, what's your favorite scent from them? I'd also really appreciate if you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Before I go, I'd like to take a minute to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend watching this video. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. Bye.